So guys, it is a month later, and we have been with Wedding Wire, the Knot Wedding Pro, for almost exactly a month right now. And I want to do a little recap video, a little promise video, if you will, of my month's experience with Wedding Wire. What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. It's Jeremy with Jeremy Lou Photography. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Guys, we are double dutying it today. We are making dinner. We're doing like a steak salad, if you will. I have a bunch of leftover steak that we barbecued the other day that we grilled up. And I just have kind of everything from the fridge to make a little salad here. But that's not why you're here. You guys are here because we are going to be talking about Wedding Wire. And I have always talked about how I did not like Wedding Wire. I did not like the knot. I just didn't like what it did for me, or what it didn't do for me per se, right? This video is might be a surprise to some of you that I actually did it, because I've talked so many times on how I just don't want to do it. I pay $300 a month for Wedding Wire right now with the Wedding Pro. And what it is the Knot and Wedding Wire have come together, and they have decided that they're going to partner up. Now it's called the Wedding Pro. And when you go in, you log in, you create your account, you do all your stuff, you set all your parameters, and you get people. Now, the day that I signed up a month ago, I actually got an email, or somebody looked on my page. You can check the analytics. Somebody actually looked on my page, and I almost booked a wedding. The only reason I didn't book it, we met, we talked, we did all that great stuff. It was a last-minute wedding that was supposed to happen a couple days ago, so within the month, they decided they didn't want to do the wedding anymore. It was not an elopement, it was a small wedding, but they really wanted heavily focused on pictures. Whether they got married or not, I have no idea, because they decided that it was gonna be too cold for them to do their photos, and they did not want to do their photos now. Not any fault, but I almost booked a wedding because of it, and if I would have booked that wedding, it would have covered itself. But besides that, let's talk about what's going on now with Wedding Wire. The analytics show up every day. I can go onto online and look at who has visited my storefront, my page, but that's really all I can see. I get a ton of people visiting, maybe two people every other day will visit my page, either on the Knot or Wedding Wire. I can check the analytics. It shows that people are going there, but people are not messaging me through there. I've only gotten one message through there in a whole month. I did get two onto my website that said they found me through Wedding Wire, which is a good thing, right? But here's the thing. I was grandfathered into Wedding Wire in the past, and I had a free account with them. And so I had an account that I did not have to pay for, and I was getting the same analytics that I'm getting now. Hey! I was getting the same analytics as I was getting, dog's trying to eat some stuff over there. Same analytics as I was getting now. I'm not getting anything new. And so I have a phone call set up with them in a few days to go over all that stuff. Like, hey, what's going on? Where can I improve? What can I do? I will tell you, one of the things that I did was took off my pricing sheet. I took off my pricing sheet off of Wedding Wire and the Knot simply because I want people to reach out to me, and I don't want them just to look at my page, check my pricing out, and then bail. I do have a starting price range. It says starting off at $4,000. People message me, they know they're gonna pay at least $4,000, or like they're getting into it, which is kind of what we want, right? You don't want anybody too low, a couple $100 and kind of going in. But what I'm also noticing now is that since I took my price sheet off, I am getting a couple messages every once in a while. I think I got two, and basically their price point was like under $2,000. And I just don't know why people are messaging me when they do that. I don't know if they're just not seeing it, they don't care, and they're just, hopefully I'll do something different. But it's been a month, I haven't booked anything. I've spent $300, I'm about to spend another $300 that comes on my credit card automatically. And I have to think long term with this. I'm giving them a year. I'm giving them a year of my life. And if I can book one wedding at my lowest package at $4,000, getting from Wedding Wire, then it would have paid for itself. If I book two, then I'm making a profit. And that's kind of where I'm at. Now, why did I decide to join Wedding Wire? I know I talk about not joining Wedding Wire. I don't like Wedding Wire, all that stuff. Guys, my whole thing is Wedding Wire is built for us vendors, for us photographers, DJs, coordinators. It is a home that targets every single client that we would want. People getting married, we need people to get married to pay for us to do things. It's silly to me now to think, why would I not be part of that? Why would I not want to be in an area that targets directly and caters directly to what I provide and do as a business? Yes, I know that like we spend all this money and we're hoping to get something, but it's better to do this than join a BNI group that has nothing to do with weddings, right? And hopefully these BNI groups, you turn around and then they just go, I might send a wedding your way, or to put my business cards out on a random coffee shop. This is just a smarter way of doing it, and I'm hoping that it works. So I'll keep you guys updated. If you have questions on it, let me know. But like I said, I pay $300 a month. I have a year contract with them. I did not negotiate with them. I did not push to get a better rate, even though I think I should have. And I have a couple emails sent to them. The support is not that great, except for the person that signed me up. Once I tag them into that support question that I had, cool. And then I have a phone call happening. And the phone call is really supposed to give you an update on to what you should be doing with the site, how it's working. They're gonna go over my analytics, and really they're gonna try to sell me. They're just gonna try to be like, hey, you're doing great. This is what's going on. People are going to your website. You're being pushed here. You can kind of see all that. That's where we're at. If this video you're watching is going, should I join WeddingWire or not? My answer is yes. If you can get it for free, then even better, but usually you're grandfathered in. And they did tell me, I don't know if it's a sales tactic, they did tell me that they are gonna stop free accounts. So if you have a free account, they're probably just gonna drop it one day until you pay, and they're not gonna grandfather anybody else anymore. I'm gonna finish the salad. If you guys have questions, let me know. Thank you guys so much for watching. I will talk to you guys next time. Adios.